Hey everybody, I have been getting a lot of questions about how I dyed my Rosa Hair Products hair purple, and I've absolutely loved this color. The hair took to the color very beautifully. I found this hair from AliExpress. It's Rosa Hair Products. It's a Malaysian body wave, 18, 20, and 22 inch. So if you're interested in seeing how I dyed this hair purple, you can stay tuned. Okay, so what we're going to start with is the bleaching process. You have to bleach the hair in order for the purple to show up. So the products that I'm using is the Clairol BW2 bleaching powder, and I've also used the Clairol 40 volume developer. And you can find those products at Sally's, and I think you can find them at your local beauty supply store. You don't have to necessarily, if you don't have a Sally's near you, you can go to your beauty supply store. So what I'm doing is I'm just mixing my contents together. I'm just making sure I'm eyeing the consistency because I want it at a creamy consistency. I don't want it too thin and I don't want it too thick. So I think you just play it by ear of what consistency you want. And two, you may want to have a mask because the smell is so strong. You want to be in a well ventilated area when you're applying the bleach. So what I'm doing here is I'm just applying the bleach to the bundles of hair. I'm starting from the tips and then I'm working my way up. I don't want to bleach all the hair. I wanted to leave the roots a little darker, so I'm kind of ombreing the hair. I'm not going all the way to the top. But you just want to make sure that you get all the bleach to the hair desired that you want to. And as you can see coming up, I'm just going to use a technique. I'm going to turn the brush sideways just so when I wash the hair it doesn't come out looking like at a straight line. It has like a straight line of demarcation. You want to make sure that the bleached hair is blended in very nicely with the dark hair, just so it looks a lot more natural. So you just want to make sure the bleach is nicely saturated, and I left the hair for about an hour, and that's what I got after 3 tries. And I just want to say that I bleached the hair about 3 times to get the lightest color that I can. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my Adore hair color in the color Purple Rage. This hair color you're not going to find at Sally's Beauty Supply. You can find this at your local beauty supply store. I don't know why Sally's doesn't sell it, but that's just how it is. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a conditioner and I'm applying it to the hair color. 1 is going to condition the hair while it colors, but 2, I want it to thin out the color so it can be just a little bit lighter. So I'm going to apply the lightest color to the tips of the hair because I wanted, I didn't want all one color. I wanted it to be going from light to dark. So as you can see, I'm just taking my brush and I'm applying it to the tips to all 3 bundles. And you just want to make sure you apply very generously. You want to make sure that there are no blonde parts showing. And once again, I'm doing that technique of turning my brush sideways so that way I have a better chance of blending the light with the dark. And as you can see, I'm just taking the color now straight out the bottle and applying it to the rest of the hair. And you may be able to see it, but you can see there's a difference of color from the tip to the rest of the hair. And so you just want to once again do that technique of blending the light color with the dark, of turning it sideways, so that way it looks a little bit more naturally blended with the hair, and blending is key. I can't stress enough, when you're doing 2 colors with extensions, you want to make sure you blend the colors very, very nicely. So just to reiterate before I colored the hair, it's very important. I had bleached the hair 3 times. Each time I left the bleach in for about an hour just to get to the desired blonde or as white as possible. And each time I also conditioned the hair, and let me say the hair bounced back very very, very nicely. So this company gets an A+ with coloring and bleaching hair. It wasn't very crispy, it wasn't dried out. So I was very pleased with that. So as you can see, I'm just repeating the process. I just flipped the hair over and repeated the same process of putting the lighter color on the bottom and the darker color at the top. And you just want to make sure you go throughout the hair, just so you don't miss any parts, because one thing we don't want is we don't want any blonde parts of the hair showing. So you just want to make sure you just take your bottles and you saturate it. I used about 2 bottles. 2 bottles will do very good with getting the desired color that you want. So what I'm doing now is I'm just taking the hair and I'm just folding the aluminum foil. The aluminum foil is nothing fancy. You can find it at a dollar store. It wasn't any fancy aluminum foil. And I'm also just taking a blow dryer and I'm applying heat to the hair, just so I can speed up the coloring process and keeping moisture in the aluminum foil. So you just want to make sure you have some heat applied to it. And I left it, the hair color, for about an hour. I know it says about 30 minutes, but I really wanted the hair to get a nice purple, as you can see here. So thank you for watching. Hopefully that helped you out with getting the hair color. You can also let me know if you have any questions, inbox me. I'll get back to you. And I also have some new hair coming. Yay! So stay tuned for an initial review. I know it's been a long time since I've done a review on hair. Life happens. But we are back on track, and so I'll have some new hair for you to review. So stay tuned and have a nice day.